Hi everyone, it's Tasha. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. Well, welcome. Thanks for joining me today. I'm going to dive right into some of my thrift shop finds from this past week and give you a little bit of thrifting footage as I do so kind of mixed in. The first thing that I want to share with you is a woven tray. So I'm going to show you some of the other sort of trays that I saw while I was thrifting. I found this one here, which was really beautiful for just $6.99. I was really tempted on that one, but I didn't really need another large tray in my life. So it took me a lot of effort, but I left it behind. However, I did need a smaller tray for a specific purpose, so I ended up grabbing this little woven rectangular one. This was $3.99. It was in really good shape, very sturdy and very tough, but also a little bit flexible. And so I'm just using this one for somewhere in my kitchen. And the first thing that I want to do is just try and change the color a little bit. It was just a little bit too orangey for my kitchen. It kind of stood out a little too much. So I'm just getting some scrap cardboard here and going out into the backyard. I think that I might have found the perfect spray paint color. This is me just giving it a little test run here because it's my first time using this color, which is called Down to Earth. I'm looking for this perfect unicorn brown color that's like not too warm but not too gray. And I really like this one. As this dried, it matched the cap really well, so I went ahead with this spray paint. This basket color is beautiful, but I just didn't want it to stand out quite that much in my kitchen, so I'm just giving this a good spray. I give it 2 coats all around and made sure to spray from different directions to get into those different grooves. I also saw this basket at the thrift shop with the little handles. I thought that it was really pretty. It was $6, and this would be another one that spray painting would be really good on. You could use it for a flower pot or something like that. But this little rectangular one that I bought, I just ended up styling in my kitchen. It just barely fit my utensil crock, which was fine with me. Glad that it had a little bit of stretch to it. And what I wanted to do was just kind of unify these several little things that I keep here right to the right of our stove where we grab and really work from. So luckily, like I said, the canister fit, and then the other things that I had for this area were just my salt and pepper grinders, which I don't use every day. I do have just regular kind of granular salt and pepper as well, but I really like these, and sometimes we do use those, as well as my olive oil that we use all the time. So luckily this tray fit all of my favorite things that I keep right here perfectly, and it was a great buy for just $4. As you can see, I did try it there before I spray painted it, and it was just a little too bright, but I really like this Down to Earth spray paint color, so I'm going to be using this one again in the future for sure. So one of the things that I like to do when I'm thrift shopping is check all of the different parts of the store and not just the sections that I think that I want to be buying something from, just because people can put things back all over the place, and so items aren't always where they really should be. So just to cast an eye everywhere, I was looking at a lot of beautiful glassware that I considered. I didn't really end up needing any of that, but while I was in the glassware section, I found this brand new candle. This is from Porch View Home. I had not actually heard of this company before, but I'm sure that some of you out there will have heard of it. It costs $6.99 at the thrift store, but I looked them up and they usually cost between $30 and $35 new, and this one was brand new. So they always come in this cute little woven basket holder, and I think that it's really nice. So it made me feel better about paying $6.99 for this one. I'm just going to peel the sticker off the bottom so that that's not there anymore, and it's ready to go. No DIY necessary on this one. I like the color of the basket weaving just fine. This one has a really nice smell, and I saw online that they have lots of really interesting fragrances, so I'm going to have to check them out for the future. Something that I always like to look at in the thrift shops are the different pieces of pottery and the different vessels. I'm kind of a sucker for vessels and vases. I try not to accumulate too many of them, but they definitely always catch my eye. I don't know about you. These two caught my eye because I just thought they were really charming. They aren't exactly my color, but I do think that they're really pretty, and they had these marked for just $2.99 each for the large one and the small one, which I thought was a pretty good deal that I just wanted to share with you. I found this little vase, actually not too little. This is pretty large of a vase with these elephants, and I really like the shape of it, although the elephants and the red wouldn't fit in my home. The shape of it was really nice, and the price was great at just $3.79. As you can see, I also saw this little one, which I did think was cute as well, with the ribbing around the bottom. That was marked a little more at $4.99, but I ended up bringing home the larger red one for $3.79, thinking that I would try a DIY on this. What I want to try on this one is a lime wash technique that I saw on someone's website, and they were doing it on terracotta pots, and so I thought that was a great idea. I gave it a coat of that same spray paint that I showed you earlier and then tried the lime washing, but it was so smooth that the lime wash mixture just ran right off, so I had to rinse that all off and kind of start over because it was not looking good even after I tried to sand it and then do it. So I'm just starting over on this and going in with some spare paint that I have in a color called Renwick Beige, and this is just like regular interior paint. I'm giving it a coat of just regular paint, and then I went in with another coat that had some baking soda mixed into it so that it was a little bit more textured. I got this idea from the website my100yearoldhome.com, and again, she was doing this technique over different terracotta pots, which are more porous, which explains why her wash just went perfectly onto it the first time. But I had to do some painting with some baking soda first on this piece. This is my vase after it has the baking soda and paint mixture on it. And I'm just taking some of this lime. This is just a bag that I picked up from Lowe's, around $8, I think. Just putting some into a plate and adding a little bit of water and then kind of stirring it around with my brush so that I can get ready to brush it onto the vase. You can see that this breaks down pretty quickly, and I didn't wait for every single little part of it to disintegrate, but I did swirl it around until most of it was good. And then when I went through and just started to brush this on the vase this time, it did exactly like I was expecting it to do and like I saw in the photos from the website, and it just kind of stayed in place. So once this dries, it's going to give it a beautiful kind of chalky, that nice lime wash feel and look, and it's acting much better now that I have a more textured base. And so just brushing it all the way around, you do have to work kind of quickly, especially if you're going to be outdoors like I was, because it does dry pretty quick. And then I just wanted mine to have some drip marks down it, so I just kind of did that with some extra from my brush and let that dry. As it began to dry, it lightened up. And so it started out a little darker and then it lightened and got this nice beautiful chalky finish. Now I wanted to go ahead and finish this off because it's very kind of smudgy lime wash. I wanted to be able to use this and put real flowers in it, and if I got a drip of water down it, I didn't want it to just rinse the finish right off. So I'm just going in with some clear flat spray paint over the top of that so that it can be touched and used and I wouldn't have to worry about it or baby it. I want to use this for flowers and not just sit it on a shelf. For now, though, I don't have any fresh flowers on hand, so I'm just going to be styling this with these hydrangeas. Now, I had the white version of these that I bought last year from Amazon. These are a very real touch, realistic hydrangea stem, and I really love them. So I went back to look at the other colors for this year, and it ended up getting a set of the purple and a set of the pink to kind of mix together, and I think that they look really beautiful mixed together like that. I think that this vase turned out really beautifully. It was just what I had in mind, and I'm just going to style it with a couple of books and a little tray on top of that just to finish off this look. But I think that for less than $4 for the vase and then $8 for the lime wash, which I still have tons of it left over so I could do this technique a lot of other times, that was a great deal for this DIY. I also have said 100 times that I love to look at baskets in the thrift store. This week was not a disappointment. I found lots of different baskets to look at, and I thought that the pricing on some of the baskets was actually really good. This was a fairly large basket marked for only $4, and then I also picked up this handled basket just in time to be our Easter basket for this year, which I filled full of goodies for my daughter. But I also ended up getting this large white basket. This one was priced at just $3.99, which I thought was great for such a large size. This one's going to get used for something really practical in our home, which is to store some of my daughter's off-season clothes in her closet and just give them a little bit of a neater look than just simply having them in a pile on the closet floor, which was honestly what was happening before. So luckily, since she's only 5, Her clothes take up so little space that almost all of her off-season clothes, except for the coats, would fit in this little basket. And so I'm just folding them neatly and I'm just going to store them in her closet. As you can see, this closet is nothing fancy or special, but I do think that it's just the little touches and sometimes the very inexpensive touches that you can pick up secondhand that make things neater and just make it a little homier. I'm also storing this really cute little dollhouse that's made by Magnolia in here. We picked this up off of Marketplace for only $30, which was a great deal. And some of you have asked me, do I buy clothes at thrift shops too? Yes, I do. I have gotten lots of kids' clothes from the thrift stores over the years. Most of these dresses that you see here are thrifted, and I'm just showing you some of my favorite ones here, just a few choice ones. I think that the thrift store is a fantastic place to get kids' clothes, throw them into the washer, and you're good to go, and you save so much money over buying all of these pieces retail. And I also wanted to share a subscriber score with you. So this submission came in from Elise C, and she found this beautiful lamp for only $24. It looks like it's a vintage crystal piece maybe, but anyway, what a good price. She said she looked it up and saw that it was going for as much as $400. So I say that is a great deal, Elise. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you liked any of the finds or the DIYs in this video, let me know in the comments. I love to read your comments. And also make sure to subscribe so that you won't miss a video. I can see that the subscriber count is creeping up closer to that 50,000 mark, and I just want to say I am so thankful to those of you who have been supporting me for a long while now. It's really exciting. And so I hope that everyone listening has a fantastic week, and I'll see you at the next video.